What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please stick around. You might learn something. This is Coach Dave, and today's video, we're going to be discussing something that I've been taking a lot of time to think up of and work on. I'm going to be referencing my most recent ex, who is a dismissive avoidant, some things from her past, and leading that into our relationship. And if you vibe with it, if you understand it, if you're going through it or have been through it, hopefully this gives you a lot of mental fortitude and clarity for stuff that has gone unanswered, either in your relationship or past, so that you can get through it. So we all know the honeymoon phase, the dopamine high, cloud nine, oxytocin levels going through the ceiling. It's all great. It's all wonderful. But when it's not, when you have wants and needs, when they start to withdraw and pull away and avoid, this is where you step in and you oppose their script. And when you do so, this is where they become a flight risk. This is where they pull back, withdraw, withhold, and avoid. And it's in this moment that you want to reach out, want to cling to them, want to reel them back in, want to make the relationship work. You yearn for closeness and affection. This in turn is where they, in their mind, not to you, not verbally, but in their mind, will start thinking of reasons to leave you. This is where you give them the ick. This is where they will sit there in their head and come up with every excuse under the sun, fault find, blame shift, everything about why you guys aren't working out, why they're just not compatible for you. If you approach them, this is where they shut down. This is where you pull out the most common 3 basic things that they're going to say to you. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know what you want me to do. This is going to make you riddled with anxiety. This is going to make you feel super anxious. This is going to make you feel mad that they're just showing you this different side all of a sudden. They're not openly communicating. They're not maintaining their side of the street. They're not keeping it clean. And then, this is where you start to break down. And they're already getting ready to leave. Now in their head, they've justified this already. It makes sense to them. They can't vocalize it, but they get it. They understand it. And if they feel they can figure it out, they wonder why you can't do the same thing. Why can't you just read my mind and understand and just accept it, shrug your shoulders and move on? But you're not like that. One of the biggest things I get asked is for reasoning why. Why did they do this? Why did they pull away? Why did they present themselves this way in the beginning? And why are they like this now? Well, one key thing you have to remember is who they're showing you in these moments versus who they showed you in the beginning. You have to look at it in the most simplistic possible way. It's something that I've done, and it's really helped me. It's helped me as a person. It's helped me understand them. It's not to coddle them. It's just for you to have the knowledge so that you can understand what you're up against or what you've previously been up against. You're dealing with somebody with the emotional capacity, support, and availability, or lack thereof, of a 3 to 5 year old. Now, I'm going to point some things out, and it's just going to be like you had an epiphany, and you're going to relate, and it's going to make sense. With my ex, she would shut down, she would look at the ground, she would shrug her shoulders. I don't know what to say. I don't have anything to say right now. I'm not ready to talk right now. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know what you want me to do. Me? I couldn't stand that. personally. It drove me nuts. I hated it. Especially because she showed me in the beginning that she could do these things. I, as a grown-ass adult, should not have to tell another grown-ass adult that cheating is wrong and here's why, here's what it did to me. I should not have to explain to a grown-ass adult basic common human needs and decency. It is not my job as a grown-ass adult to basically parent you. Because you weren't parented correctly as a child. Now let's take it 1, 2, 3 way back to when she was a child. Both parents cheated. Both had separate relationships. Both came and gone, like there was a revolving door in the relationship. And when things were settled, they weren't openly talked about. They weren't settled in healthy ways. And it was kind of like you just shrugged your shoulders and moved on with life and accepted it. Now, to a child seeing this, they don't understand. They don't have the cognitive resonance to really grasp what's going on. They weren't brought up and taught and molded the correct way. So while they saw this as okay and accepted it to be okay behavior, they had no idea why it was okay in their household, and they didn't know that it was wrong. And that goes for any kid with any situation. If you don't talk to them, you're going to get childlike answers. We've all have nieces and nephews or friends with kids or seen it in shows, read it in books, or have children of our own. And when you talk to them about something, what does a child do? I don't know, Mommy. I don't know, Daddy. I don't know what you want me to say, Mommy. I don't know what you want me to say, Daddy. I'm sorry. I don't know. That's what a 3 to 5-year-old does. That's what a child does. Now, fast forward that to the future here. That explains why my ex would do that. That might explain why you're fearful or dismissive avoidant done the same thing. That's what they know. That's how they grow up and act as an adult. Also, furthermore, think of any child, yourself included, me, everybody. We've all done it. When you're younger, you're into something. We'll use like SpongeBob for an example. I'm so into SpongeBob. I love watching SpongeBob. I want all the SpongeBob toys. I want the clothes. I want the apparel. I want the accessories. SpongeBob. So amazing. So great. Shiny. Brand new toy. A couple months later, a year later. Now I'm into Bluey. Bluey is amazing. I want all the Bluey toys, clothes, accessories, apparel, everything Bluey. Bluey will keep me entertained. Shiny, brand new toy. It's the talk of the town. I love it. A couple months goes by or a year or more, and it's the next thing. My point here is, as children, we've all done this. We even do it as adults with certain things. But what we don't do in healthy relationships is treat people like they're the brand new shiny toy. Now, who often does this? Dismissive and fearful avoidance. They will use people and be happy with them as can be in the honeymoon phase while everything is great and going good and it's brand new, it's shiny, it's new. Getting to know this person, experiencing things with this person, talking to this person, learning about this person, me presenting myself to this person. It's the shiny, brand new relationship. It keeps me grasped and it keeps me entertained until it doesn't. And just like a child, when we were younger, this is how they act as an adult. They are so into this, and then they're not. And they can't explain why, just like a child. Now, as an adult, I'm so into you. I want everything with you. I'll future fake with you. I'll pour my heart out to you, but none of it means anything. I feel like I want to be with you, and I feel like I love you to the extent and ability that I'm able to. But now somebody else has come along, and it's the shiny brand new toy, but I can't articulate and fathom why I don't have feelings for you now. I can't grasp why I'm not into you, but I want them, and I'm so passionately into them. Well, when you talk to me and try to get me to understand things, I see you as my parent, not somebody that I'm in a relationship with. And I really want to grasp onto that because my parents growing up never did that for me. And I'm eager to learn, but I'm also afraid of it. And I'm afraid of it because that's healthy and that scares me. And that's stirring up things from my past that I've never dealt with and I've never had to. My parents didn't do this. We didn't talk about feelings. We didn't share things. And whenever I tried to or asked questions, I was shunned and pushed away. Love is something I greatly want, but at the same time, I run from it because it scares me because of what happened when I was younger. And I'm unhealed and I won't acknowledge it because I push it down below the surface and I suppress it. So now, you wanting to bring closeness, they run from you. See, when you're with one of these individuals, you're not in the relationship that you think you are. You have taken on the role of the caretaker. You're almost like a parent to them, especially in these moments. You have to put the kid gloves on, put up the bumper rails, wrap them in bubble wrap before you send them out into the world. And this is how they look at you. They're not looking at you like a partner. They look at you like you're scolding them, like a parent would. And this is the resemblance that I'm trying to grasp, is that 3 to 5 year old person, man or woman, is that inner child. And these things correlate back and forth. So when you take the time to think about your relationship, previous or current, and if you're going through these things, when you see them shut down, think of them and look at them as a child. Not that you should baby them, coddle them, mother them, or father them. That's how they view you. But so that you can understand for yourself who you're dealing with, why they shut down the way they do, why they treat you the way they do. Think about when you talk to them and they say things like, well, I shouldn't have to change who I am. I shouldn't have to do this. I don't want to talk about this. What does that look like? A child throwing a tantrum. We've all seen it. I don't want to clean my room. I shouldn't have to do this. Why are you picking on me? Now, the parts that you miss, the fake part, think of them as a child playing pretend. They're putting on a good show. And the stuff where they can show up and they do adult-like things, yeah, they've mastered that. That's the easy stuff that they can do and cope with and skate by through life. But for everything else, for all intents and purposes, they're still stuck way, way, way back in the past. And it's in those moments that they have to go back and heal, not you. It's not your job to re-raise somebody else's unraised kid. And that's essentially what you're doing. That's essentially what happens is you take on the role of a caregiver or a parent. And they won't openly admit this, but that's how they see you. And that's why they reject you and they run from you, because they ran from their parents to get away from that toxic environment. But they don't do the internal work or self-reflection to notice these things and heal. Now, I've noticed it with my ex. I've noticed it with myself in the past when I was like this. And it all makes a lot more sense now. So what I want you to do is please take the time. Think about all these moments, or if they're transpiring right now, and compare them. It's night and day, but it's also apples to apples and oranges to oranges. It is really awakening and enlightening for you to compare these things and see, wow, now I have some closure. I have some rhyme or reason. There is no deeper meaning that you're waiting for that's going to make sense or help you. There's no amount of information that somebody's going to say or a perfect one line that's going to make you feel better. It's really just understanding the scope of who you were with and why they are the way they are. Are you going to scold and yell at a child? No. You're going to want to care and love and nurture and help them. But at the same time, you're talking about somebody who's that young that you can get them to think and use their brain so that they don't end up like this. But when you don't, you have a 20 plus, 30 plus, 40 plus, 50 year plus person who's been that way a long time. And that's a long time of bad habits to try to break and change. But you sitting there and thinking that you're going to love them straight or get them to be perfect or, change and want to work things out with you, they're just going to run because they see you as the enemy. They see you as their caretaker or their parent. You have any questions, comments, concerns, ideas, suggestions, anything? Drop them in the box below. If you have something that you're currently going through, general question, or something that you went through in the past and you'd like my take on it, or you just want me to post up your story for a next video, I'll gladly do that. If you want to do a one-on-one coaching call, head up my main page. I offer it via email, phone, and video chat. I am getting super, super booked, especially going into next week. I have very, very limited spots available. So please bear with me. I will get to you. I appreciate all of you who have shown interest and continue to do so and are regulars on the weekly basis. I really appreciate you guys so much. Thank you all for the love, support, likes, comments, subscriptions, and shares, and word of mouth. I greatly appreciate it more than you'll ever know. Without you, it's not possible. I'll catch you guys all in the next video. God bless.